And we're back. Howdy y'all, this is Ethan Monreal, back at it again, giving you that gay shit you love while playing some more Earthbound. So last time we were here, we made our way deeper into the Stonehenge base, the base of operations for the aliens on Earth. On top of that, I also talked a little bit about how being gay affected my relationship with my mother, and I talked about getting caught by my lesbian coworker checking out a hot guy while I was at work. This time around, we are going to kick more alien ass and progress in the game. Sound cool? Thumbs up. I'm also going to talk a little bit about being able to tell if a guy is flirting with you or not, because that's a question some people have asked me before and I haven't addressed, but I'll go ahead and do it. Because, you know, sometimes we don't always know the signs, you know, sometimes they have that little gay glint in their eye and they clearly just want a piece of whatever you're offering, but other times it's harder to tell. And I'm here to help you out with that, at least with my experiences. Again, I'm not any sort of guru, but, you know, I've had my experiences. And I will say the one thing that I find to be kind of common with a lot of guys, and again, this isn't everyone, it just depends on the person and their experiences, is that a lot of us, like, refuse to believe people are flirting with us when they obviously are. And what I mean by that is that sometimes I'll talk to my friends, and it's been, like, multiple different people over different periods of my life. Like, a guy will clearly be flirting with them, they'll be, like, messaging them randomly and just saying hi and checking in on them, and they'll be like, why are they doing that? And in my mind, it's like, because they want you, you fool. Like, it's because they want you. Like, why is that so hard to believe? Like, that always is something that really just gets my goat a little bit. For one, because all my friends are cute, and I don't want them to doubt themselves, and then two, it's because it's like, you know, when the truth stares you in your face and you just kind of reject it, or like you don't really, I think, make a common sense leap, it just irritates me a little bit, you know? Because, you know, like I've been saying, we tend to doubt ourselves a lot, or at least we are taught to doubt ourselves a lot, and this isn't everyone, but for those of us who kind of deal with self-esteem issues, it's really easy to just not legitimately see ourselves as attractive, or more importantly, not see that we can be attractive to other people. And that doesn't even just involve being sexually attractive. Like, sometimes a lot of us really cannot comprehend the idea of, like, a guy just legitimately just wanting to talk to us. And that's a little bit sad, but it's, you know, just something you have to kind of grow out of, in my opinion, although it's very hard. And the first step is, like, you know, when someone tells you the truth or shows you their intentions, you just need to believe them. So if someone is talking to you and giving you compliments for no fucking reason, and they have no other reason to do it, you know, go ahead and go with that signal, take that open door. Maybe they want you to crawl inside of them, and you need to do it. Crawl right up in that man and make him your human bodysuit. That is what you need to do. If he opens up, go in. And, I mean, I'm being a little bit silly there, but it's the truth. But we're gonna put that on pause for a sec, because y'all probably wondering why these people from the story are in these vats, and why this little freaky thing back here is. So first up, we got Tony. What's good with you, Tony? You don't look so good. Oh no. Blah, blah. I can't see anything. Bloop, glob. Jeff. Blah. Where is Jeff? Blah. So, if you don't remember, Tony is actually canonically a homosexual. The creator of the game confirmed that Tony is in love with Jeff, but he never confirmed if it's mutual. And then we got this Mr. T lookalike, Glub can't breathe, and the Apple Kid. Next room, blah. And that is a spoiler, because he is telling us that the boss is in there. We can't really talk to the other NPCs, because there's invisible stuff in the way. But, Tony's major character trait is that he is just extremely devoted to Jeff, and he's all about him, and he is Jeff's, like, main side character. However, Jeff never really reacts to anything he does. It's kind of sad. But we got a boss fight waiting for us, so less gay despair and more murder. You're much stronger than our intelligence indicated. were not prepared for that eventuality. The prophecy from the click Apple of Enlightenment may be true. Okay, quick recap. So if you don't remember from the very, very first part of this game, the Apple of Enlightenment is actually a giant... Actually, I don't know if it's actually a computer or if that's something the fans made up. But at least I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure the Apple of Enlightenment is a computer that they run that came up with this prophecy. And basically, the prophecy said that us 4 giant-headed nerds are going to save the day. But they don't believe it because they're aliens and they have psychic powers and they're stronger than us. But unfortunate for them, I am the main character, and the prophecy's right. So we are just going to fire up this multi-bottle rocket and ruin this kid's life, and it's going to be pretty sad for him. Do I have anything else to use? Now I'll just bash him. So this will probably 1 or 2 shot him. Well, it 1-shot him, that's good, and that is basically the rest of Earthbound. As I've said, you're just going to be 1-shotting left and right, because that's what Jeff do. And in fact, I actually am pretty sure his offensive power is greater than Ness right now. Oh shit, oh shit, and the factory comes crashing down. When you defeated the Starman DX, the Stonehenge base ceased functioning. We got that text description because cutscenes weren't really, you know, within this game's limitations at the time. So, now all these little nerds are out of their tubes. What's good, Apple Kid? I expected there to be about a 7% chance that you would rescue me. I just thought it was a good opportunity to meet Mr. Saturn. And I also get to meet Dr. Andinats. See you. What? Oh, you're looking for the book Overcoming Shyness? Oh shit, that's why we were here in the first place. I returned it to the Onett Library. Please use the book to help the Shy Tenda tribe. Anyway, because I knew you, I had an incredible experience. Wow. I was kidnapped by some of Gygas's toadies. So all these people were kidnapped because they were connected to us in some way, even these random people. What's up with you? This is the happiest moment of my life. No matter what happens, I will live 10,000 years. Thanks for all that you've done. And Jeff's dad is here. Since our imprisonment is now over, I want to start on the phase distorter as soon as possible. Oh, I almost forgot to thank you. Thank you. Don't worry about us, you've got important things to do. And we're NPCs. Jeff, buddy. Oh me, oh my. You came to rescue me, pal. Oh, Ness. I'm Tony. Who the fuck is this guy? I'm Jeff's best friend. I've known him for the longest time. Oh man, he's getting a little bit ornery there. He's a little bit threatened by Ness, which is cute. But something I was thinking about when I was just reminiscing on Tony's legacy, because like in Earthbound fanfiction and fan work, they either make Tony really annoying, in part because people are homophobic, or they make him like really like 100% absolutely devoted to Jeff, and Jeff just doesn't care, which is basically canon with the game. And you know, that's cool and all, but it kind of reminds me about this thought I had when I was younger, how I kind of suspect eventually it will be kind of like a meme or like a trope for straight guys to have gay best friends, because there's this idea that like they'll be like extremely loyal to you because they have a secret crush on you. And I might be just making this up, but in my experience that holds up a little bit, because I've just really seen some homosexuals just go completely ass out for these straight guys that they're friends with. And it's not necessarily bad, but it's a little bit, You know, you don't really... You know, it goes back to what I was talking about in the previous video, where sometimes when you don't feel good about your sexuality, or just yourself as a person, it doesn't have to just be that, that you end up kind of like really being there for other people as a way to kind of atone for it. And I think that's what that's kind of about. You know, sometimes you really get close to your 1 or 2 straight friends, or I mean, you might have a lot, I don't know, but you get close to this particular friend and you just try to really be there for them because you're trying to win their love to make up for the fact that you might feel bad about yourself. But we talked about that a lot last episode, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump up off that. I don't even remember what the initial topic was. I was talking about some gay, happy fun time. Shit, Ness doesn't know. Fuck, dude. It's on the tip of my nose. I can't for the gay life of me remember what I was talking about, but that's okay. That's okay. Oh yeah, not taking opportunities and stuff. You know, okay, so let me let me rewind for a bit because I remembered. So I was talking about how like I've noticed a lot of guys will just completely reject the fact that someone's like just obviously flirting with them, and that in my opinion what's going on is that a lot of guys just refuse to see the truth when it's in front of them because they feel fundamentally unlikable or unattractive. And that's okay. Like that's a very human experience. You know, a lot of us struggle with self-esteem and stuff. But I think that, you know, for a lot of gay people, that really hinders us because it makes it harder. It's an extra barrier to finding like a boyfriend, basically. Because again, there are only so many homosexuals on this wretched little planet. And if you refuse to believe any of them like you, then your chances just drop from like maybe 2% to 0%. You know what I mean? And I mean, I know it's greater than 2%, but I'm just exaggerating. But, you know, that goes for other things in life too. I feel like when I'm with my friends, I have to really, like, drag them kicking and screaming sometimes to, like, basically doing things for themselves or, like, removing them from situations where they're suffering. What I mean by that is, oh, you know what? I do need to go in the lab. What I mean by that is that I think a lot of us get in this habit that kind of comes from basically being in unhappy situations with their family or just at work or school, where they just see suffering as the only option. And when I say suffering is the only option, I mean, you know, someone will be like in a situation where their friend is being rude to them, and it makes them feel bad, and they'll say they feel bad, but they just won't say anything about it. Like, they won't actively try to do anything to solve the situation. They'll just hope it changes, or be like, I don't care. When in reality, they do care. It really does bother them. So we need to go to Onnet. And that is so frustrating to watch as a friend. When someone is in a situation where they're clearly unhappy, but they just are like, actually, unhappiness? That's something I'm used to, and I love it, actually. And they just sit there and just refuse to do anything, and it's so irritating. And that's similar to the thing with guys I mentioned, where, like, someone will clearly be into them, and they'll just refuse to pursue that person, because they just refuse to believe that, you know, happiness is an option for them. Hi, it's not necessary to return the map now. Come back in the year 2001 to return it. Okay, so we have to hunt down this book, Overcoming Shyness. And that's boring, so I'm going to keep talking about what I was talking about, because it's something that I am really, I don't want to say concerned with, but it just really affects my life a lot. Hey, we found the book already. And it's something I deal with too. I think a good example, actually, is something that I talk to other people about, is, and this is going to sound like a mundane example, but like getting comfortable work shoes is something I literally refused to do for like a year or two, and like I knew it would make me feel better, because my feet hurt constantly when I'm at work, and I'm on my feet all day. But I was like, you know, no, this is fine, I'm just used to suffering, basically, or like, I can tough it out, basically. And I was like, you know, this hurts, but it's like, it's not too bad, so I can just deal with it. But, you know, I don't have to deal with it at all. I could just fucking get comfortable shoes, because I can afford them. And eventually I did do that, and I was like, damn, I've just sat up in here and just been really fucking stupid. Why did I waste this entire year just not doing something that would make me feel better? And it's really, it's frustrating recognizing that in yourself, but it's also relieving, because it's like, well, damn, I have to do things to make myself feel better, like, wow, I really, it's so common sense, but I just refused to believe it for so long, and now that I've actually done something, I just feel fucking stupid. But, you know, that's really what I'm getting at here, is sometimes you really have to take action in your own life. And honestly, that's a very gay thing to be real, because, like I've said, a lot of us get so used to suffering that we don't even see not suffering as an option. And part of that is because of how a lot of us just have to hide ourselves. You know, in my case, I could not really talk to my parents about my feelings or emotions, and so I would not tell people when they were hurting my feelings, because I was like, well, my opinion doesn't matter on that. But in reality, it did matter. So you might be wondering why I was sitting here with the menu open. It was because I was trying to remember what to do. And the answer is you use the shyness book. Shit, what? Oh, you know what? We need to give the shyness book to one of these fuckers. I forgot which one. Okay, I think it's the one with the horns? There's like a tended chief. There we go, it's this one. We're all shy. Rumor, I heard. A book to fix shyness there is. Where? Don't know. Just a rumor. Well, I happen to have this fucking book in my hands. How do I give it to you, though? Do I do this? Oh, there we go. Book! Yes, can fix shyness. Thank you. Relax. I'll read to everyone. Oh, just holding this book in my hands makes me feel like I'm overcoming my shyness already. I'll take time to read it to everyone. Oh shit, son, we're getting that fade to black. So again, they don't have cutscenes in this kind of 16-bit game, so you just gotta deal with it, fam. Alright, and now everyone knows. And we got some Tindakraut. Apparently it's kinda gross, but you know, it's pretty tasty. Nestlin's the leader of the Tinda tribe, the book Overcoming Shyness. And now we can move forward with this fucking game after we get snapped up, son. It's time to click away. Pictures taken instantaneously. I'm a photographic genius if I do say so myself. Okay, get ready for an instant memory. Look at the camera. Ready, say, fuzzy pickles. XD. You can't see the rest of our people because Ness's big ass head is in the way. But that's valid, you know. Sometimes you just gotta cover up people. Hey you, I have a happy little question for you. Ebon. Ebon. Are you sure this is the correct player's name? If it's not right, you can change it. Well, that is in fact, Ethan Bonreal, so that's me. Ebon, are you sure that's what you want? Are you happy with that name? Hell yeah, son. Are you absolutely certain? Yeah, I thought that you had made up your mind. Okay, so we accomplished that. But I guess I'll round out this video now. We did beat a boss, I guess. That's my excuse to end a little bit earlier than the previous episode. So if you're a homosexual that has trouble motivating yourself to do things for yourself, you know, my advice is try to chip away and do some of those things. You don't have to do all of them, but try to maybe do little things, like even things like just telling people how you feel, or even getting yourself new fucking shoes when you need them, if you can afford them. Those are all valid. Likewise, if you know your friends have trouble motivating themselves to take care of themselves, you know, try to give them that little push if you feel comfortable doing so. And you know, don't let the homophobia that pervades society make you think that suffering is your only option, because it really isn't. I mean, it is to an extent, because suffering is a universal experience, but, you know, you don't have to suffer as much, fam. So, anyway, I'm gonna need y'all to get into this, and I'm gonna go ahead and roll out, because it is almost my bedtime, and I will catch you nerds later. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.